Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Ninjago ninja suits that actually come courtesy of Lego.com. Now these suits are of course pretty much out in the open. Everybody's speculating of what these suits could mean. I personally think that these suits are strictly going to be for Lego.com, you know, for various online games or history lessons, whatever Lego.com actually has in store for Ninjago. Gonna be honest, haven't really been on there for a while, but we do have 4 of these 6 ninja in brand new suits. These are of course rumored to be the 2022 storyline suits. We of course don't have a confirmation of whether or not this is true, but if these suits were indeed to be adapted into next year's storyline, I wouldn't be mad. These suits are actually pretty cool, and I'm going to be breaking down my thoughts on the ones that we have. Like I said, we don't have Nia for obvious reasons, and we don't have Kai, which might play into a future plot point later on, who knows, but we also have Master Wu. I'm not going to be taking a look at the brand new Wu design in this video. I just want to focus on the 4 ninja that we have, those of course being Cole, Jay, Zane, and Lloyd. So what I figured I'd do is I'd show you guys the suit, give my thoughts on it, and then we would just kind of move on to the next one. Gonna be a pretty casual upload today, nothing too crazy going on here. Just want to give my thoughts on these suits individually, and like I said, if these suits were to indeed be the actual ninja costumes for 2022's story, I wouldn't be disappointed because these suits are really, really cool. Why don't we go ahead and start things off by taking a look at Cole. So this is what the new Cole looks like, obviously from Lego.com. We have very high quality images, and I just kind of put him over some volcanic activity going on in the background, nothing too crazy. Figured it matched with the earth element. So Cole here, I really do like his colors. As you can see, the colors on this version of Cole are basically black, orange, and brown, which I think are excellent colors for Cole. Can't really get much better than that. As you can see, one arm does appear to be orange as opposed to the other one, which appears to be black. I'm not a big fan of that, though I do think it works in this sense. I'm usually not a huge fan of asymmetry in minifigures, but this figure does look pretty good, and I do appreciate that the colors actually complement that design choice. He's also holding a, I guess, orange katana. All of the ninja are holding swords. They're just kind of copy and pastes of one another, obviously. What I really enjoy about this suit, though, is the brown shoes, the brown boots. That looks awesome. I think we need more of that. We need more of this brown and black and orange color scheme for Cole. I'm also a big fan of how he actually has sleeves. That's fun. I really enjoyed the sleeveless Cole look when it was first introduced, but after a while it does start to get, you know, repetitive and annoying. So getting a design of Cole with both sleeves is always fun. Even though one is a different color than the other one, that doesn't matter. He has sleeves. Let's celebrate. In terms of the actual torso print, we can't really see much because his arm's in the way. That's pretty much the case for a lot of these characters, but he does have the traditional Season 11 shoulder armor, and the mask is just a simple black and orange mask with no printing and no symbols. I like the simplicity. I think it works. I don't think every Ninjago mask ever needs some type of crazy design. Something simple like this definitely works for the character of Cole, and it works for the rest of the ninja too. I think out of all of these new suits, Cole's is probably my favorite, and I might be a little biased here because Cole is my favorite ninja, but regardless, I really love this design, and I hope that this is the actual design moving forward into 2022. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Jay's. According to this image, Jay is going to be sporting a blue, yellow, and potentially gray. Is that bluish gray or is that just plain gray? Regardless, Jay's color scheme is very unique this go around. He's never really had a bunch of yellow on his costume before, but this one definitely takes advantage of the yellow. The yellow on the suit is actually different from Jay's skin tone. As you can see, the yellow is a little bit more bright, a little more vibrant. It's not the same, I guess, classic skin tone yellow that we're so used to seeing with Lego figures. Instead, it takes on almost like a greenish yellow color, which I think it looks good compared with the blue, and matching with the blue, I think that works. In terms of the boots being gray, I like that. I think it matches the armor very well. In terms of the yellow, though, I think that really does work. Like I said, Jay's suits have never really had a lot of yellow on them before, especially not to this extent, but this figure doesn't look all that bad. I don't like it as much as I like Cole's design, but still, this new suit for Jay isn't all that bad. I really like the look of this thing. Again, the gray, the blue, and the yellow all match up pretty well. I wish I could say more about the printing, but we can't really see a lot of that. Pretty much the same deal as Cole's. I like how this looks. I do like the blue gloves though. I do think that having one arm be blue and one arm be yellow is really cool, like I said for Cole, but the blue gloves on Jay, I kind of like it honestly. I'm not a huge fan of how one arm is just entirely blue. Maybe if these designs do end up being the new suits for 2022, they might fix that in some way, maybe give him 2 yellow arms, because having one arm that's entirely blue seems a little weird to me. That's just me. Overall, this Jay suit is pretty, you know, it's pretty good. I don't really have any big issues with it. I just don't really have a lot to say about it. So why don't we go ahead and move on to Zane's. Let's do Zane's next. So here's Zane. Zane looks pretty good. Like I said, all of these ninja suits look awesome. As you can see, I kind of put Zane in front of like this frozen tundra landscape because I think the suit definitely goes ahead and establishes that type of frozen environment for Zane really well. It definitely fits with the ice element is what I'm trying to say. I love the color scheme. We got a whole bunch of silver and white and light blue, but we also have little additions of kind of like a pale yellow color for the legs and the belt. I'm not a huge fan of how that looks, but I don't hate it. I think it looks genuinely good, but it's just a weird color choice for Zane. It's almost like including yellow for Jay. You don't see a lot of that on the newer Zane figures or any Zane figure like that. You don't really see a lot of yellow on that. I know Seabound Zane had some yellow, but this is kind of taking it a whole step up in my opinion. But regardless, like I said, it doesn't look bad. I really appreciate how the silver, white, and blue all blend together to create that nice ice-themed environment like I just said. The yellow definitely goes a long way to add on to the actual design, though I wish I could see more of the torso print. It almost looks like his chest is going to be exposed in a way. Kind of looks very similar to his Golden Legacy variant, so not super impressed about that. I almost feel like these are kind of recolors of the Golden Ninja suits, but regardless, this suit does still look very good for Zane. I like the colors, classic Zane colors, and a classic Zane outfit to match. Overall, this suit's very good, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the final one, which of course is Lloyd. Now, Lloyd's color scheme is kind of all over the place. He does have a lot of green going on here. He also has some brown. As you can see, the legs are of course brown, kind of like an orangish brown color, but the katana is a bright green. One of the arms is a bright green color. The other arm appears to be a dark green color, so that's interesting to note. I also love the mask. Like I said, having masks with no symbols on them in different colors from the legacy ones is just such a good idea, and we should get more of those, honestly. These masks have grown on me quite a bit since they were first introduced all the way back in Legacy of 2019, and like I said, a lot of the colors for these masks have been really awesome, especially this one with the bright green headband and the normal green actual base mask itself. It looks really good, and I don't really have any issues with this design for Lloyd. I think brown and various shades of green are definitely working with this Lloyd to create a very consistent color scheme. I also love the green gloves. That's pretty cool. Don't really have any issues with that there. Overall, the Lloyd figure doesn't look all that bad either. I'd say out of all of these suits, my favorite has got to be Cole, obviously. The other ninja are cool too. I don't really have any issues with these designs overall. They do all seem like recolors of figures that we had gotten before, but I don't really have an issue with that. I think this does look pretty good, all things considered. And like I said, if these were to be the new suits for 2022's storyline, I would not be upset. I love these designs, but I want to see what a Kai and Nia would look like in this fashion. Maybe we'll get those at some point in time. As of the time of recording this video, we do not have those just yet. So to collect myself and give my final thoughts, overall these suits are awesome, and I don't really see any issues with any of these. I love them quite a bit, and I hope that we can get actual minifigure representations of these suits at some point in time. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video here today, guys. Leave a comment down below talking about which ninja suit is your favorite, which one's your least favorite, and what do you think about the designs overall, and also let me know what you thought of the video overall. Leave all your thoughts down below, guys. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description from other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.